So they'll be calling you a radical. So keep our army abreast. Keep going. It's been a while, right? Let's go vintage blanch. I can't believe the whole world. So get this. The New York Times, of all people, has an article talking about the cover-up of the 1979 anthrax fucking leak in the old Soviet Union. And they talk about how the United States fake false equivalency scientists, just like now, the Yanni Gundershills, the Chris Busbys, the Helen Keller, these people just went along with it. And now they're saying, ended up being proof. This has happened so many times in history, over and over and over and over. But what kills me, what's going on now, the greatest cover-up in human history, bar none, is the Fukushima meltdowns. And still to this day, everybody's just quantum leaping over it. That thing belongs in the Smithsonian, don't it? Holy fuck. The work that fucking iPad did, where it was, and thousands of videos. Oh my God. Whoa. So, by the way, so there's a petition, last article out saying that there's a petition going around that has 41,000 signatures for once Jeff Bezos in space to not let him re-enter. I'll sign it. Fuck, I hate that motherfucker. Shoot that piece of waste into fucking space with the rest of the nuclear way, and he's nuclear waste. That's one of the greatest sickening, well, he could be, right up there with Bill Eugenics fucking Gates. But it fucking kills me. And then we're out here, and then there's another piece I found that the IRS has denied tax-free status to some church for preaching from the pulpit right-wing GOP political. They all do that. Hello? What? Joel Osteen? How about the Mormon Church? So, I guess you're small, one set of rules. Too big to fucking jail, too big to fucking pull your tax-free status. So, I'm going to leave the next couple days, if I can round up some money. We're going to get fucking some good low tide. Strawberry moon. Really good fucking low tide. I'm going to go to Monterey. Try to, and the reason is I want to see, because that's the only place I found anything. And I don't get completely skunked. I always find some. And I don't do what these other fuckheads do. Zoom in and take these pictures, what little bit of find, and ignore the other 99% that has been fucking wiped out. This is the greatest ecological catastrophe in human history, just stop right now and just think about this. Anthrax leak covered up by the United States. There's so many examples of that. So I want everybody just to think through their minds slowly. Say there was a nuclear meltdown, a full blown out core nuclear meltdown. Are those bad? Just one. Just a core nuclear meltdown. That's some fucking serious shit. We've never had a full blown out core nuclear meltdown in the history of this fucking... We didn't have that at Mayak. We didn't have that at Santa Susana. We didn't have that at... those are nasty motherfucking events. We didn't have that at Chernobyl. That was a partially fueled fucking reactor blown up that got entombed by 680,000 men. Oh, we got it at Fukushima. We got, we can go with the number 3, but it's really 6. We have 6 full blown out fucking meltdowns. 6. We have so much fucking spent fuel in multiple pools. Well, 7 pools. The common spent fuel pool, those fun pool. We talk about, the MOX fuel. That became illegal here in the United States about 79. I was involved in these movement heavily in those days. So what'd they do? They shipped it all to fucking Japan and MOXed it there. I cannot believe the world. And by the way, there's absolutely no doubt in my mind. We don't have this fucking theory. Did the virus come from a lab? You know what I say. The Ricken Lab, Livermore Lab, Los Alamos, Oak Ridge, Tennessee, all working underneath this cabal. I still say fucking, I think one day it'll come out. COVID-19 is, a mutation from Fukushima, whether it came out of a lab or whether it came out of an animal. It's just like Spanish flu. We still to this day jump over the fact that it came from the fucking trenches in French when they were gassing. They were gassing. Spanish flu came from fucking, it was a biological weapon. Did it get into an animal? Maybe. Get into humans? Sure did. I mean, what a fucking nightmare, but the whole world's fucking completely different now, isn't it? We loot the treasury, go into our children's future, but they ignore this fucking pot of dead whales in the room. They ignore this fucking elephant in the room. I still don't fucking believe it. All my work has proven. I mean, this is the greatest PhD in human history, what I've done. While full of cancer. I struggled to raise a lousy $2,000 fucking dollars when fucking people throw off. I see Jeff Bezos' wife. Here's 20 million. Here's 10 million. Here's 30 million to a bunch of fucking bullshit that means nothing. This is the greatest fucking activist, greatest event, greatest fucking PhD, greatest work in history. And I can't get funding. It's incredible. It is absolutely incredible. And then I look as the artist, what I was able to do. I was competing with BBC, Reuters, all the cover-up. I mean, CBS, ABC, Operation Foxconn News. Fuck, I was beating the shit out of them. I mean, it's... Fuck, you just think artistically. Michelangelo. Oh, he's such a great sculptor. My wet nurse came from a family of stonemasons. Ours is nothing but the form of communications. Fuck, how good was I at it? I mean... Holding retention, used to Google Fukushima meltdowns, salmon clouds, tide pools, and rightfully so, there I was. Right there, above CBS, above ABC, above CNN, above Fox, above Reuters, above BBC. I mean, it's incredible. I think about it, and I think that I almost feel invisible at times. I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone. Just the fact that I did this while I was fucking given 2 months to live, full of AML leukemia. In a bone marrow transplant. Had my open fucking heart surgery. I mean, the whole ugly fucking path for 10 years. New York Times. We call it false equivalency. He's going to make a fucking now saying, well, yes, there was a time. 79? Fuck. That was 42 fucking years ago. We are family. Oh my God. I graduated from high school in 78. What a year 79 was. What a beautiful year. Gonna know the USS Reagan. We're gonna know. Or all of it. The greatest cover-up in human fucking history. Bar none. Bar none. And their answer's been to kettle me. The kettling really started in earnest on me in February of 2018 when I was reporting on that Chinese fucking reactor that's in fucking nightmare meltdown mode now. I mean, all the evidence. People used to laugh at me when I said the tide pools were collapsing. Fucking wiped out. They used to laugh. They used to laugh when the salmon got record returned. They used to laugh. My Futonium fires, the heat bubble. They used to laugh at me. Oh, the Great Salt Lake. Fuck, we have so much fucking water here. I mean, it was a time when it maybe was, I don't know, in jest, but I guess I really am the son of Cassandra. The curse. You'll be able to see the future. And no one will believe you. 10 years of this fucking fight. Well, it's been my whole life. What am I talking 10 years? I've been the anti-nuker since a little kid. Watch him murder my dad. What a fucking, I don't know. So, get it off our space. Shoot it, off our place. One thing I couldn't hypothesize forward. For sure, everything I've said, I've been so fucking dead on, it's unbelievable. But the one thing that I would have never, ever, hope it comes over here, I've got a big old freaking bee flying around in here. I would never believe that once the evidence and all the truth played out what I hypothesized in everybody's face, that a country of 325 million just ignored it. Everybody's gone along. Talk about the fucking elephant in the room. Pot of dead whales in the parlor. It's the greatest event in human history, the meltdowns of Fukushima. The greatest cover up by 10 million fucking times in human history. No one gives a fuck. So I'll be in Monterey the next few days. I gotta raise a couple $1,000 because I plan on staying for a while and get some fucking work done. So we'll see how it plays out. That's a classified photo right there. Look at all those dates of San Onofre. God, what a fucking piece of art that is. It's my dad. Right there. Right above Pendleton after he was nuked in Nevada. It has the burns on his face. My uncle gave it to me. High brass at the Pentagon. As wasn't that classified? Yeah. 1951, air blast 1, air blast 2. Look at the burns on his face, his hands. He was that close to the blast. Killed him. He died of AML leukemia. Try to make a sequel out of me. We stand tuned.